Hi parents, this is this week's homework and just a little guiding video for you guys. Um, I'm just going to again touch the questions that we might need a little bit of assistance with at home. Um, Again, comparisons we're really great at, and rounding we're using the Bossy way. Or a number line if that's what they're more comfortable with. We just know that when the numbers get larger, the number line becomes very difficult, but it says to round to the nearest million. We do want the kids to label their numbers using the place values. And they should be very, very fluent with this, very comfortable with this. Sorry, I made a mistake. That was supposed to be 10,000s. So 10,000, 100,000, and then million right here. And so it says round to the nearest million, 2 in our millions place, and then 8 tells our 2 what to do. 8 is greater than 5, which would be the halfway point. So my 2 becomes a 3. Everything behind it becomes a 0, and everything ahead of it stays the same. All right, our next question is find the quotient. We're still working on division, very, very, very heavy in the classroom, and we do know that it does trip up the kids sometimes, and we have been teaching them a lot of strategies, but I know the one that we might be more comfortable with at home is long division. So we go ahead and we have them set that up, and we are using top bottom to help and assist them with long division, just to ensure that they kind of know what number goes at the top and what number goes at the bottom. We're noticing that has been a little bit of a misconception, and we don't, we want to try to help to lessen those misconceptions as much as we can. So on the top, of course, these are the numbers that will go on the top of our house, and then the bottom, these are the numbers that will go at the bottom. And they know because we're dividing by 4, we are going to be creating multiples of 4 on our bottom side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. 20, 24, 28, 30 to 36. Check myself, make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, great. So we have our top, and then we have our bottoms, and our bottom is our multiples of our divisor. Okay, and 4 is our divisor. So then we ask, these guiding questions. How many groups of 4 can I make out of 7? The kids come and look. I'm looking for a factor that is not greater than 7, but as close to 7 as I can get. And they should see, 4. So that means I can only make one group. And 4 comes to the bottom because it's on the bottom side. 7 minus 4 equals 3. And I bring down my 2. All right, and then these are just like the normal steps of long division. So I look on my bottom, 32. That means I can make 8 groups. Minus 32, 0. Drop down my 8 and do it one last time. You look, I can make 2 groups. Subtract 8. 8 minus 8, 0. I have no remainder, and there's nothing left for me to subtract. And our quotient is 182. We're trying to really drill in those vocabulary words like divisor, quotient, dividend, just so that they're familiar with them and confident in using them. Okay, next we do have our word problem. We've been using the strategy of read, draw, write in our classroom. We want the children to read, understand, and comprehend what they're reading, and then draw a strip diagram. We know that strip diagrams may look a little bit different, and just to help you guys at home with guiding them on drawing a strip diagram, I'm going to read it one time and then kind of show you guys how we would create our strip diagram. So Julieta bought 4 bags of candy. Each bag contained 8 Starbursts. She put an equal number of Starbursts into each of the 9 gift boxes. How many candies were left over? So our question for 1 is asking us for a remainder. How many is going to be left over? And just to represent what we read, Julieta has 4 bags of candy. This is a 2-step problem. So, boom. And they could put 1, 2, 3, 4 because she has 4 bags of candy. I might put like B1 to show like bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, and bag 4. And then in each of those bags that she bought, there was 8 Starburst. So I would go ahead and represent that 8, 8, 8, 8. And they should know, okay, this is our first part, 8 times 4, and that is going to represent Starburst. How many Starbursts she had. So I might show like the little S, right? And then after we figure, because it is a 2-step problem, after we solve for S or Starburst, I would have them represent that in the total, right? And we know 8 times 4, 32. And now we are distributing my total of 32 Starbursts into 9 groups. So I would come down and have them make that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The spaces are not perfect, but that's okay. And we're just looking, how much is going to be left over. So that's like over here, our remainder. How many will be left over? So, of course, they would have to do 32 divided by 9 and get their quotient and their remainder. And the remainder is what we're looking for. I really hope that that helps with the word problems. I know that the kids have a hard time sometimes with the word problems, even in class. So I pray that me breaking it down like that kind of gives you guys a insight of what we do in the classroom and like what those expectations are and how we want them to represent it and then solve it. Okay, parents, I'm not going to spend that much time on finding the difference or the sum. I just really, when they're solving it, really remind them, let's line up our place values. I know they hear me say it all the time. Same with Miss Richardson. We are drilling that line up your place values because it only takes our place values to be off just by 1 and our whole operation is done incorrectly. So we really want them to stay focused on lining up my 1's place, 10's place, and so on and so forth. But after they do that, I know they're very strong with subtracting and adding. Find the product. Product is multiplication, and they can solve this in any of the ways that we've taught in class, whatever they're most comfortable with. If they want to do a standard algorithm where they just stack the numbers and solve it, that is perfectly fine. And if they would even like to do the area model where they break it up by the place values, we're multiplying by 4, then you have 300, 0, and 6. And then, you distribute 4 times 300, 4 times 0, and then 4 times 6. Either of these ways are fine with us. We just want them to feel confident when they are multiplying. And then input-output tables, they're very, very strong. They just need to find the pattern. So how do I go, what is my relationship between 2 and 18, 5 and 45, 7 and 63? And just remind them that our rule always stays the same. Our rule stays the same, always, all the way down. So whatever you're saying the relationship is here, you got to make sure that that relationship is true all the way down your input and output table. And that is it for this week's homework. Of course, if you guys have any other questions, still reach out. And I just hope that these videos are helping you guys.